10 in the pit.
Well, we'll break for just a moment, but stay with us to find out who walks away champion. Dede Davidson has the lead. Because Carolyn Dorin-Ballard did not continue to strike, so Dede Davidson back in the lead by 6 pins.
Carolyn's really in a zone. She's been in a zone all year.
Come on!
Very intense shot that should have been 10 in the pit.
That was a great shot.
She put it where she wanted to. Her ball speed was what she wanted it to. Unfortunately, the 6 pin went right around the 10 pin. You could see it wobbling a little bit there, Jan.
Well, you talked about, Marianne, how Carolyn gets tougher mentally throughout the week, and I just wanted to make note in match play, the way her average continued to go up. 224 the first round, 234 the second round, and average 240 the final round of match play.
And let me tell you, Jan, averaging 220 on a sport condition speaks for itself, let alone averaging 240 on the sport condition. That just shows you why she's made as many shows as she has.
Dede Davidson now in the lead by 17 pins. She steps up in the 8th. She's working on a spare. Now that lead assumes that she will strike in the 8th, 9th, and 10th. 279 high game, 142 low game. A lot of low games out here on certain pairs. Oh,
Dede making a tremendous shot and just getting a total bad break by leaving a 10 pin. Perfect ball speed, perfect projection, and as you notice, the 6 pin gets tangled up with another pin and just goes around the 10 pin. Very odd for a left-handed bowler.
It was really strange, very strange carry, or lack of carry there.
What she needed to do was make the spare and put the pressure back on Carolyn.
Oh,
A little bit nervous on that spare conversion.
I don't know. She said, what's the big deal?
A little bit right of the pin. If the lane was a little bit longer, I don't know if she would have made it, but the result is spare.
Letting out a deep breath, she leads now by 6 pins. Big shot here. She must strike here. Otherwise, Carolyn Dorin-Ballard will have the opportunity to shut her out.
Jan, this is a huge shot. Carolyn is tough. We talked about her mental toughness. You're not ranked #1 because you're not tough at the end of a game.
She gets them to dance, and they're all down on the dance floor.
They dance pretty hard, Jan. That just goes to show you, bowling's tricky. She puts one in the pocket on lane 28 and leaves a 10 pin, hits one light on lane 27, and carries all 10.
Well, Carolyn Dorin-Ballard has some huge shots coming up. The best she can shoot here is 228. She can force Dede Davidson to double. Dede Davidson can still shoot 234.
Taking a little bit of time, what you need to do in a pressure situation like this. She got him to dance as well, Jan. She answered the call.
She sure did.
You can tell that she got the ball projected right where she wanted. Her ball speed was perfect. She got rotation on the ball, and you got 10 in the pit.
Do you like it, Carolyn? Tell us.
She's letting us know.
She sure is.
And you know what, Jan? She has every right to let us know.
Four-time runner-up to PWBA Player of the Year 4 consecutive times, and that's part of the motivation in every shot she makes.
Absolutely. She trained differently coming into the 2001 season, which made her fresh. Great shot on lane 27.
One more!
That's the lane that's been giving her a little bit difficulty. She moved deeper on that lane. She got the ball further right. She played the push down the lane, and she got the pins to dance, as you would say. They danced around.
She calls for one more. She's giving me goosebumps with that intensity. Dede Davidson looking down, and nothing she can do but be ready to double.
You know, it's such a helpless situation to be in when you're sitting in that chair. The only thing you can think about is what you need to do.
And Carolyn cannot, remember, cannot close out Dede Davidson. Dede will have an opportunity.
Come on. Hit it.
Once again, a terrific shot. She made a big jump left off of her previous shots. That's a big, big move to make, but in a pressure situation, Carolyn will make those moves, and they're usually successful, like you just seen in the 10th.
Well, she had to make it. She had to strike. Threw one, didn't carry on the second one, but she has forced Dede Davidson to throw that first strike in the 10th frame.
Carolyn ended with a 217. Terrific game. We know what Dede needs to do here.
Must strike.
You know, Jan, this is a very tough situation to be in. And right now, I would like to be her, but I'm glad I'm sitting next to you right now.
Carolyn is looking down, but yes, Carolyn, you did win, and it's your third title of 2001. Stay with us for more.